You're listening to
the Audacity.
Welcome back to the Audacity podcast.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gail.
And I'm Keren Margolis. And it's good to have you back.
It's good to have you back. Anything new?
I don't know. Is there?
You look the same, except, it looks like you might have, I know, you've always been beautiful.
You know my whole journey. You know my origin story.
You've always been beautiful to me. But you've been talking about getting... You just had your Jewish rites. You had your Jewish rite of passage.
I did. I just had my nose denosed,
which is literally the bat mitzvah of your 20s.
It literally is. Yeah, I know. This is my coming out.
Yeah, you're
episode.
Official woman. You're official Jewish woman.
I'm
now.
Officially a woman. I had my nose circumcised.
It looks beautiful. Tell us about it. You go off, queen.
Okay. 3 weeks ago, so I was having all this stuff done. I have a deviated septum and this and that, and like my nostrils are collapsed, and I have breathing
conveniently.
Yeah. Conveniently, when I had saved enough money, my nose was completely collapsed in on itself. Okay. And so I was like, I'm going to get this done. And then I just did, they did so much to it. They did the inside, then they also did the outside. I don't know if you guys can tell. Look at it from the side.
Wow.
Look at that.
We'll do a before and after.
Look at that little, we'll do a before and after. So it's huge. It was only 3 weeks ago, and it's still healing. So it takes 4 weeks for it to 90% of the swelling to go down and you look like a normal nose. And then it takes a year plus, maybe 2 years for it to fully settle into what it's going to be.
Okay, 2 years.
I'm telling you. And so, girl, the way I have been walking around, my nose is made of glass. I don't make eye contact with strangers. My biggest fear.
You're like J-Lo.
Yeah. I'm like, don't even look at me. Because my fear is getting clocked in the nose. I don't go to protests. I don't march. I'm not going to Pride. I take Ubers. I'm not, a homeless man wants $1. He can absolutely have whatever he wants. Here's a 10. Don't ever look at me.
Right.
This is the immediate period where if something goes wrong, it's going to go really wrong. But
wow, you're really vulnerable. Wow, I didn't even realize that. It takes 2 years.
It does. It's a myth. People say it's a year. It's not. It's years. It can be up to 5 years. Realistically, you're gonna look like how you're gonna look in a year, but 5 years for the bones to totally fuse.
So you're not gonna really enjoy your nose till 5 years from now?
No, I'm gonna enjoy my nose in honestly in a few months. It's gonna be pretty much what it's going to be. But then, for example, if I eat salty food or if I fly or if I don't get sleep or whatever, it's going to kind of do its thing. It's going to sometimes be bigger and sometimes not. So we're on a roller coaster, and I'm having a little identity crisis. I know probably no one has noticed or cares. But for me, I actually thought I'm going to breathe amazing, and I'm going to fix this little insecurity. And I'm fixed. I'm going to be fixed on the outside and the inside. Mm-hmm. And that's not what happens at all. I bet that's what Gypsy Rose thought when she was going to get her nose done. And she was like, I'm not, the girl who has this nose is not the girl that everything happened to previously in my life is not this girl. Because that girl had a different nose.
There's pre-nose job and post-nose job.
Right, correct.
NB. It's not BC, it's NB for you. It's 500 NB.
Yeah, so... Here's the thing, though. You make this change or whatever, and it's this whole big deal, right? It's expensive. It's money. My dad came. He got me home. He took care of me for a couple days. You're out of it. You're drugged. Then the cast comes off, and you look insane. You look insane. I had 2 black eyes and a giant potato nose. And you're like, holy shit, what have I done? And then time goes on, and it starts to shrink down, but it's not what it's going to be. And it's weird, and it's still kind of swollen. I thought I was going to wake up and just be a supermodel. And just be a flaw. Thank you. But I thought I was going to be a perfect person. And the things that I found challenging before the nose job were just going to be magically easy because I wasn't going to have this thing on my mind, And that's not how this works at all. That's not what happens. It's this whole recovery is a long thing. You look in the mirror and some days you're obsessed with it. And some days you're like, was this so much better than what I had before? Was this worth this whole thing? And the money and the pain and whatever. And I still, I am actually deathly afraid of someone even touching it. And I can't kiss anybody. I can't date.
So when can you start kissing again?
I think
2 years?
No, people have different opinions, but like, it's gonna be. Apparently, you can kiss very gingerly, very very carefully. Like probably right about now, like maybe a week from now, like the month mark. But I don't really like kissing is like going at it. I'm not gonna feel comfortable doing that for like a year. Not that I won't, but like I'll be paranoid. I'm not gonna get as much out of kissing as I would have.
Because you're afraid of messing up the nose.
Correct. It hurts even to like if I bump it a little bit, like just what I did just now by accident, that hurt.
So, but is it gonna wreak havoc on the results if you make out passionately?
Well, if I like smush the nose, yeah. So I can't sleep on my side or my stomach. I can't smush the nose at all. I can't put any pressure on it. So when I put like take off, like wash my face at night, it takes like a half hour because I'm doing it really carefully. I can't like do vigorous nose activities.
Like what?
I can't blow my nose. I can't sneeze through my nose. I can't bend over so that my head is upside down. Like no upside down. I have to like, it's like when I had a back brace and I had to just bend at the knee like I was a princess, you know? Or just if I drop something, just leave it alone, pretend I didn't want it. And what else can I do? I feel like I'm forgetting something really important. But anyway, yeah, I'm living a nose life right now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I think about it all day long. And, no making big facial expressions. I was scared to do this. I was scared to come record this podcast because, like, you're really funny. And if you say something hilarious, it's going to stretch out my nose.
Is it really? Have there really been stories of like people like fuck their nose job up because they did like a big expression? Like, is that a real?
You can interfere with the healing by like smiling really big. This is the most I've laughed and smiled.
Like interfere the healing. Like you mean it'll prolong the healing, or like it'll be like, oh my god, all that money, all that time, the nose job is bad now.
Well, I thought so. When I still had the cast on my face, I whacked it. Like I clocked myself in the face on like an open drawer, and I lost it. I freaked out. It was like a rough week. Like I was in pain and whatever, blah, blah, blah. I hadn't been outside in like 7 days and my toilet was clogged for like 2 days.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, geez.
It was just such a nightmare.
You can't smell it, right? Because
it cut through I did eventually smell it. Like it was a disaster. And then I whacked myself in the face and I just started sobbing, which I also feel like is bad for your nose. And I texted my doctor in a panic and he was sleeping, so it was late. So I texted this other girl who has also gone through it with the same doctor. And I was like, I fucking hit my nose on a fucking drawer and I'm freaking the fuck. She was like, girl, she goes, you need to chill. If you really fucked it up, like if you really messed up, you would be in so much pain. It would be excruciating. You'd have to go to the ER. You'd be bleeding. She was like, it's not that. So I feel like I thought that doing this podcast was going to deform me. But now that we're doing it, I feel like it's okay.
But has there been stories of people making a big expression like, oh, all that, and now they're deformed?
Haven't heard stories like that, but that's just what the literature says. Is like, don't do it. Don't for like 6 months. Don't like smile huge. So if I'm delighted by someone,
crazy.
They don't even know it.
I can't believe that people haven't like fucked that up. You know, like I can't believe it. That's just like that's human to not like.
I know, and I think that all the time. Like if I bump it by accident, I'm like, I can't be the first person who's ever lived that had a nose job and bumped their nose.
They're saying that so you don't sue them.
Yeah, and so you don't do something really stupid. Like if you like really like. Stretch your face apart, it's probably not great for it. You always have to warn people so that they don't do whatever stupid thing they were going to do,
right. Right. No more gotcha nose jokes.
No more gotcha nose. Don't get my nose. I mean, I'll call the police. Yeah, no more hard drugs. Like those days are behind me.
Oh, it's what is it? It's BC, BNB. Now it's ANB after nose job. NJ. Oh my God.
Yeah. Right. No, girl, when I tell you I don't drink coffee, I don't drink, I don't vape, I don't smoke weed, I don't take edibles. I hydrate.
That's good. Well, they're getting healthy.
Thank you so much.
We've always been healthy.
Thank you for listening to this TED Talk. Yeah,
this is great.
I'm so glad I got this off my chest.
No, but also I think some people out there, and please message us if you're listening, by the way.
Yeah, and tell me, give us your honest thoughts. And honestly, before I did this, I thought I was going to just lie low and not tell anybody. And it is just so fun to talk about. And also, I'm not a secret keeper. I'm not. I can't be stealthy. Oh, and who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's your Jewish bat mitzvah.
It's my Jewish bat mitzvah. Listen, some people are circumcised when they're born, and some people do it as an adult.
on their penises on their faces.
That's right.
It's circumcision. Yeah,
my face penis.
Your face penis. That's right.
Yeah. Thank you. Another Jewish girl gets it. Okay, this deep. So if you guys haven't heard, I didn't hear until recently, but this is like a fire meme that's been taking the internet by storm. There's a girl who's called the Hawk Tuah girl.
Hawk Tuah girl, and she's so cute.
She's so cute. She's everywhere. But once I learned who she was, I can't get away from this girl. She's everywhere. She went viral for doing this like street man on the street interview.
Can we show it or no?
Yeah, so we're gonna play it.
If you're living under a rock, honestly, if you haven't heard
you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah.
Wait, we're gonna cut this. Let's cue it up from the beginning. It's linked. I linked the original video in the sheet.
her friend is very pretty.
Yeah, her friend is really pretty. Is this it? Okay, so we're gonna use frame.io so we can like find the parts we actually want to. We have to tighten these episodes up.
What's frame?
Wait, what's the original one? The actual.
It says
the one
original video. No, go in the sheet.
Okay. Okay.
So it's the third thing down on Deep Dykes. Yep.
One move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, it's so
One
good.
move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
I'm trying to see what that be like right there. Look, be that. Look.
Look at her friend. Also, her friend's immediately scandalized.
Can I say something unpopular?
Yeah.
I don't get what's so great about this clip.
I think because girls don't talk like that.
What are you talking about? Girls are always talking dirty.
We hang out with comedians. Normal girls don't talk like that.
I don't know, man. I think that talking dirty as a woman on the internet is not that weird. It's not 1964.
But why do things go viral? Like, it's always something that just catches people. Like, she's young, she's pretty, she doesn't have to talk like that. Like, she's not a slop. It was random. She's not doing this thing in her own camera trying to go viral. She's just answering a question. She seems super honest. So, like, everything's so fake online. This seems not fake. And she's hot.
She is. I'll say this about her that I think is so appealing. She looks like every man's dream girl. That is every man's dream girl. That like girl next door, no makeup. I just drink beer. I don't give a shit. I don't Hawk Tuah on that dick. You know, like that is right. Am I right, Andrew? I bet she loves football. I bet she like. Oh, right. I'm a big Tennessee Raiders fan. I don't know what the fuck the Raiders are doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? She is the quintessential dream girl. Am I right, Andrew?
Yeah. Is that your dream?
I think it's her attitude partially that you're commenting on. I think that like she just seemed like very comfortable and confident and kind of like into it. And
yeah,
I think
very sex positive.
Girl.
That's it. She's very chill. It doesn't seem desperate or needy. She's not being like a pick me.
No.
I think that's also why she's so viral, because she said what was on her heart.
Yeah, and it's also, I just think that is every man's dream girl. That's the girl that will drink a beer with you and have a hot dog. And be like, oh my God, let's get on the Jumbotron. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she'll put the jersey on. She'll decorate the house in like the Tennessee Titans?
yes.
The Tennessee Titans, like, thing. I don't fuck it. That's why I'm no man's dream girl, because I don't like know how to. She is that thin blonde girl next door. Doesn't age.
And if you're not into her, she's got a friend who's like kind of her yin and yang. Like,
she's
she
like
has
that sexy brunette.
dark hair. Yeah, a little like got shy when the girl talked about spitting on it. You know, she goes, ooh. So
I bet she does keg stands. This Hawk Tuah, like this is a girl that does keg stands.
That is
with
keg
your
stand
grandma.
girl.
I'm like, oh my God, you're like she's the girl that you bring around your friends, and that you're like, wow, Casey's like really cool. You're doing Casey. She's like
That's
super.
almost her name. Her name is Haley. It's either Haley Welch or Haley Williamson. It's one of those.
Oh, wait.
And she's already sold. So she got teamed up with like a merch team right away. She sold $65,000 worth of merch already. Okay, she's smart. I think she got embarrassed and like deleted her social.
She's gonna buy a pickup truck. I think that's what she's gonna do.
She's gonna be the tailgate queen. And she. There was a Facebook post by like she lives in Tennessee, and it was like a local Tennessee nursery school. She's a nursery school teacher.
See, I heard that story wasn't true,
and she got fired. Really?
No, I heard they debunked that. That was. Yeah.
Because it does seem bunky. Because the thing that I read was like, the kids love Miss Haley and they're all spitting on each other now. And I was thinking like, but they're nursery school students, so they wouldn't be on TikTok.
Right. So it was actually debunked that that was not her. She's from Tennessee. So that one nursery school teacher was from Massachusetts.
Oh.
She's from Tennessee.
Oh.
See, that was they found that was fake. The Hawk Tuah girl is not. See, that is what's so interesting to me. That age, look at her face. She's
so
like
cute.
the TikTok generation.
Yeah.
Okay. How is no one find her on the internet? How is no one like found like?
They did though, and she deleted her social.
But this is not the Haley they thought it was.
What?
It's not Haley Welsh. I think it is Haley Welsh.
It's not Haley Williamson.
It's not Haley Williamson.
from the Massachusetts preschool. That's somebody
No,
else.
no. She is Haley. They debunked because I was like looking like, who is she?
Okay.
Because I'm like, this is every guy that wants like.
Well, can we? So the internet is.
So I don't know if this is officially. See, I don't know if it's a fan account or like her account.
Oh, what?
Haley Welsh.
Is it her?
Can you see it? Let me send it to you. Haley Welsh.
The thing that I love is that people. Oh, is this the uncut?
You gotta demonstrate.
She this is what I love about, so you know the girl that every time like something goes viral where it's like gotta be the
Yeah, I think
internet
this-
turns it into a whole thing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like cut you off. But, like, this is definitely her. Haley Welsh. People.
Oh my god, people are getting tattoos.
She definitely goes to like University of Tennessee and like is in a sorority and like.
No, she's your classic. She's your classic college cutie.
Yeah, like she'd be like recruited for Playboy.
She's an all-American girl.
All-American
That's
girl,
what it is.
yeah.
There's such an all-American moment.
yeah,
And even the fact that people can spell out Hawk Tuah and we all know what that means, it's just so American icon. Like
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
She's the new Marilyn Monroe.
like literally, she's that girl that like doesn't have to try and it's just like hot. Like that's what Trevor. Like she
Totally.
probably like has like hot dogs, pizza. She'll like, eat like Buffalo Wild Wings with you and then like have a beer. And be like, what we gonna do next time? You know, it's like
She's in the Tennessee heat. Her hair's all straight. Like
Yeah.
she just blew it out for 5 minutes.
she's just that girl. She's
It's
that
easy.
every man's dream girl. She eats a lot, never gets skinny, loves football. Like genuinely, like probably loves football and loves
Actually, is, like,
tailgating.
enthusiastic about football.
Yeah,
We're like, oh.
and just she probably loves Christmas.
Who doesn't love Christmas?
everyone said it was like, this is the ideal wife. All the comment. Is it just because of the?
Yes, because
No,
she
no,
gets-
it's her
gets
vibe.
it.
It's her aesthetic. It's
And
her
I think she
aesthetic.
just casually is like, I understand what men want, and this is what it is. They
But
want
she
you to
li-
spit
but
on
she
it.
also, like, does it now.
She's like, I'm an expert at this.
Yeah,
You know,
she's
you
like
know
a
what
weirdly
you do.
expert.
I
Right.
bet you
And
she
it's
was
also
like.
it's a new term for for head, and people like that too.
Hawk
Everyone's talking
Tuah.
about that. It's already part of the culture.
It's already part of the culture.
already part.
She made a new thing. Be famous.
There's something else weird. I can't put my finger. Like this
Watch,
is
she's gonna be a nepo baby.
something.
No.
We're gonna find out that
There's
she's like a
something
judge's
weird
daughter
about
or
why
something.
this one. I'm not.
Because America
I
loves
get what you're saying.
blowjobs.
I get what
true.
you're saying, and I'll hear your argument, and I buy all your points. I think there's another thing that we're missing. Why this went viral and other things haven't, that have been equally as sexual, equally as weird. Like we've seen clips that are like bizarre.
I know, but is it the same? Look at her. She looks so sweet. She's a sweet girl next door type, and then she just came out with this thing, and it wasn't like he wasn't saying and it was a question also because he set it up. He didn't go like, "What's the dirtiest thing you've ever done?" Because I don't think that would have gone viral.
Right. Oh, maybe
that's not that
okay.
dirty.
I'll buy that.
He said something like, "What do all men want?" Something or how do you keep a man? How do you keep a man? So that's people would say like a good girl, your classic good girl. Would you think she's gonna be that? Would go communication or da 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 da, like being emotionally available. Make sure that you always look good. And she said spit on it.
I know.
That was her go-to thing, and she really leaned in and did the noise and everything. And she's
probably
very
like
charismatic.
She probably is like topless on someone's boat and like does keg stands.
She's gonna run for office in
She
20
probably
years.
could win like beer pong. Like,
Right.
She's just like that girl in college that every
She
guy
could beat
wanted.
you a horse, like
yeah. She's just that she's like that something about Mary type.
yes. She has jizz in her hair. That is
Yes.
it. But it's like jizz in my hair, but make it fashion.
Right. Yes. And she's just like, I need a guy that like loves football and eats hot dogs. And it's like,
But she's right. That is the guy she needs. And if you're not that guy, she actually doesn't want you.
And
She doesn't actually want the finance guy.
no, she doesn't. But also, a finance guy would like buy her like the rest of her life.
Look
This
at her
is-
friend. Look at that. Her friend's hand on the back of her neck, trying to tell her, "No, don't say you'll spit on it in public."
But that's what she's like. Oh, it's Haley being Haley. Haley's just so crazy.
It is Haley being Haley. That you just nailed it. That's why it's viral because it's Haley being Haley.
And maybe that's what it is. And I just look at her. I'm like, I hate you because you were that girl that just ate whatever you wanted, was always skinny, loved football, but not tried to love football.
When she's hungover, her skin still looks good.
Right, but she's also like laughing about the night before about like she probably like farts and like makes fart jokes.
And it's
like,
cute on her.
Yeah,
when she farts, it's cute. When other girls do it, we're like, you are an animal.
This is the guy that every girl wants to marry. This is the girl every guy wants to marry. Doesn't need makeup. Probably wears. Not saying she doesn't wear makeup, but like
I'm saying she has like a little concealer and mascara on, and that's it.
Yes, but she's not going to be pretty when she's 60. Anyway,
whatever we have to tell ourselves.
But girls like this, they're so beautiful. Like that whole region of the United States, the Midwest, they're so
stunning.
No, they're gorgeous until they're 25 or 30.
That's a lot of the world.
And then like you'll go back to your hometown and they're like huge.
Yeah, that's a lot. But up until that point, like I would say like 16 to 25, supermodel.
That's who Playboy recruits that.
Yeah.
Playboy actually doesn't want, like I like read something or like I heard something that like Hugh Hefner hated red lipstick because it made you look older. And his whole thing is, I don't want the older sister. Playboy was for the younger sister. I think people like don't understand that. They think like it's like the pinup. No, it's really the younger sister that he popularized the no makeup look.
That I never thought about.
Yeah, because Hallie Madison said that he would like if she wore red lipstick, he would like push it out of her hand.
That's so interesting too, because he was a million years old, right? Like I only knew old Hugh Hefner. I never knew. I never knew when he was young and in his prime. Like that was way before my time. So I only knew him ancient, but always having these like young standards.
Yeah, he actually popularized the look of like girl next door because that's who he wanted in his magazines. He didn't want her older sister, except for like Marilyn Monroe looked older because that was at that time period.
Was that time. Like remember, like you see the thing of like the Golden Girl. The Golden Girls were the same age as the Sex and the City.
J-Lo. As J-Lo. Sophia, the oldest one, was the same as J-Lo.
Yeah. So people just always looked older.
Right. And so like, this is who they recruit for like Abercrombie. They recruit for Playboy.
Girl, you're so genius. That is exactly why this meme got so famous because here's the thing, you're right, the Playboy girl was the hot girl next door younger sister. However, they were always told to keep it really classy. Like outside of the magazines, they couldn't go to the parties, they couldn't hook up, they couldn't be like overtly sexual in public unless it was with him. You know, it was all they couldn't have boyfriends. So it's like them if they got to just say whatever they want. And it's hot.
Yeah.
And it's not desperate because she's just young. You know what I mean? Like if some like older lady said that, we would be like, you're trying so hard. Like you already know how to. Like, you already know how to do this.
Right. Yeah, it would come off as desperate, but she's just that college girl that every guy. I bet she's like broken hearts and like.
I can't wait to see her next TikTok.
I bet she's dating someone in the military.
I bet she's gonna go full. I don't know. She's gonna date like an NFL. She's gonna date a footballer.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But I respect the fact that you can like find her on the internet. Like I respect that that's really hard.
So smart because now the mystery is what makes us seek her out more. So now you're gonna buy her merch.
Right, and it's interesting that she's not like an influencer.
Right. Well, she's gonna be.
But you know what? But it's interesting that you said that. I think I understand your point before. Like, why do we love this? Because she's not trying to be famous on the internet. She literally was at a football game and she's like, "You got a hot toe and spit in that thing."
I find her so charming.
She's America's next sweetheart.
She's America's current sweetheart.
And I bet you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna take that money and just like go back to Tennessee, buy her dad a pickup truck,
and have a bunch of kids.
Yeah, and that's like literally all the fuck she wants.
And that's literally all I want. Let's be real.
I mean, I would like a little fame.
Yeah, but I also want like a hot husband and a pretty kid.
Of course, but she will. She'll get that.
She's gonna be fine.
All right, 6 months from now, where is she?
I think she's gonna buy her. She's gonna buy her father a new house. She's gonna get season tickets to the Tennessee Titans.
She's gonna have a podcast and she's gonna be in nursing school.
OnlyFans.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No,
that's too literal. You're getting too literal with Hawk Tuah girl. She's a good girl.
Yeah,
who's honest.
She's a party girl. She's like a nice party girl. No, she isn't.
She didn't say thang. Spit on that thang. Like she didn't say like a curse word.
No,
she goes, you nasty,
get me?
but I'm nice and sweet.
Oh yeah,
like
but not with everybody. But not with everybody. That's the point.
Come on back now. You hear?
Yeah, but she's nasty and nice, but not with everybody. That's what her appeal is.
Yes, right.
If you couldn't find her on Instagram, she's not gonna have an OnlyFans.
No, she's sexual, but not necessarily with you. It's just how she's like a bubbly girl.
Right, but she makes you think that she's approachable.
You have a chance.
And that is why every guy loves the younger sister girl next door vibe.
So hot.
Yeah. Okay, we nailed it. Haley
Nailed
Welsh.
it.
I think that's your name.
Yeah, I think so too. We'll watch you, Haley. Okay, great. We're gonna cut this part out. We're just okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're gonna do our TikTok rapid fire. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna rapid fire some TikToks. We're gonna see what we think.
Yes, let's do it. Let's start round one.
Okay, ready?
For a man in finance, the trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes.
As a graduate of Harvard Business School, I was surrounded by every manner of finance man. And in the spirit of sisterhood, I will now be breaking down for you the finance bro hierarchy.
I love it.
Let's begin. Now, at the bottom of the hierarchy are our investment bankers. Now, keep in mind, this is a well-paid hierarchy. So even though they are at the bottom, they're still well-paid, okay? Even your worst investment bankers at your most no-name banks are going to pull in $250,000 a year, okay? $250,000.
A junior
and if
banker?
he's doing his job well, all right, or he's at a top-named bank like a Goldman Sachs or a JP Morgan, we're talking about $1 million plus, okay? So that's the
entry
good news.
level?
He's well paid. What's the bad news? You're never going to see this man.
He's perfect.
He is working 80 to 100 hours a week, okay? Is it your birthday? Doesn't matter. Oh, is it Christmas?
Yeah.
No one cares. He's at work, all right? So this is the man to date if you want to be at Nobu alone. Okay, now up next we have our hedge fund bros. Now, first of all, what is a hedge fund? Nobody knows. And it doesn't matter because the good news is he's well paid. All right. Even the bad ones, they're clearing $500,000 a year. Okay. And if he knows what he's doing, we're talking about multiple millions a year. That's the good news. What's the bad news? You're never going to see this man. I don't know what to tell you. Much like his iBanking friends, he's working 80 to 100 hours a week. All right. So this is the man to date if you want to be flued out, okay? You want to go to Greece, bitch? I love that. Bring a friend. He won't be there. Now, finally, at the top of the hierarchy, we have our VCPE, Venture Capital Private Equity. Now, these guys are very well paid, all right? In a single deal, they can clear multiple millions of dollars. But what's even more, they have time. They have time on their hands to spend with you because their job is basically chit-chatting. Is it a real job? That's for another video, right? But the good news is he's got the money and he's got the time. What's the bad news? Well, Brad and Chad, they have portfolio companies in almost every industry. And so they are convinced they're experts in everything. All right. So you're going to get a whole lot of mansplaining. Buckle up. It's never gonna stop. But like I said, they've got the money, they've got the time. So this is who you want if you want to start a family, okay? So there you have it, ladies, your finance bro hierarchy. As you can see, there are pros and cons no matter what path you choose. So keep your wits about you. Stay safe and happy hunting.
Thank you so much,
I
Queen. That was
love
so
that. That was so funny. Which is like, what do they do? Nobody knows.
Literally. And by the way, I don't know, even after this explanation, I have no idea what any of that means. All what I'm hearing is find yourself a rich guy. You'll either have lots of alone time or you'll have a nice family and he'll spend time with you. Those both seem like a win.
Yeah, I think that summed up pretty much her equation.
Yeah.
And we're all mathematicians now. So
right. And so well, out of that hierarchy, who are you going for?
I mean, I kind of like the I guess I'd like the hedge fund because I like traveling.
Oh, okay. You want to be flued out.
Yeah, I want to be flued out. What about you?
Alone. Or like with a friend. You're taking me.
Of course I'm taking you, but I would think
We're gonna get flued out.
But here's the thing. Okay, yes, that you're never going to see them, but can't they work remotely, like with technology?
Yeah, I don't know. Can finance be done remote?
I will say this: there was not to get into a deep thing about this, but really quickly, there was 2 incidences of iBankers committing suicide this year. Did you hear about this? Like a 25-year-old iBanker, because I heard that junior iBankers don't make any money.
Really?
Like it's the idea is that you'll eventually be a millionaire, but like iBankers work like hundreds of hours a week and. It's really high pressure job. It's like a really and you don't get paid for like if you work at 100 hours a week and you're making 100,000 or 200,000 a year, you're really only paid like $20 an hour. You know what I mean? I guess
that's not worth it.
Right. So, but that was the discussion of like, are we killing these iBankers? And of course, the great Tim Dillon is like, no, this is America.
This is
how they weed you out. This is how we weed you out.
Right. Well, he's not wrong, but yeah, what a high bar.
Yes.
So how long do you have to stick it out to make the money?
I don't know. I don't think there is like a definite time, but the idea is work 80, 100 hours a week. You're not taking. I heard you don't get paid that much as an iBanker.
Maybe you're probably not taking vacation.
Right. So you have no life, but the idea is don't sleep, don't have life. Eventually, you're gonna be partner. You're gonna make so much money. I don't know if it
and your reward. Here's the thing: you're gonna make all this money, and also you're gonna hot young girlfriend, really big house. Like the rewards are gonna stack up,
right.
Which is not now.
Right, exactly. But I don't know. I quality of life. I don't know. how.
I mean, it's not for me, but it is for a man, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe, and like man.
This is where I'm like feminism. See you later. Like, this is not my lane.
Your mama wants to go flew out. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Is everyone dead? When you die, you.
We watched it. You can pick whatever you want from the sheet. Oh, I love this. Okay. Oh, wait. Can we start over with the volume?
Riz.
Wait, start over. Let's go. Like, yeah.
Wait.
Bad.
Wait, can we start over?
Start over. Yeah.
Delusional.
But you have to do the volume right away because it starts right away. Okay, volume first, yes, and then play it. Good, thank you.
Sigma.
Bad.
Skibbity.
Delusional.
Delulu.
Yeah.
Romantic.
Riz.
Not true.
Cap.
The greatest ever.
Goat.
Okay, I know that
Booty.
Gyat.
Looking better than someone else.
Mogging.
Someone you love.
Pookie.
Something that's weird.
Sus.
That's Gen Alpha slang.
It's bizarre. It's where I love Gen Z slang. I will live on Gen Z slang.
That's elderly now. Now it's skibbity, means bad.
It's skibbity?
Yeah. I saw this other video of a teacher who was playing, he had a slideshow of emails that students had sent him, and he was like, I don't understand what any of you are saying. They were all like, bro. They were like, this is skibbity. And he was like, is it skibidi? And they were like, no, it's skibbity. And like, this is the first time in my whole life I'm hearing this.
I've never heard that. I've heard someone talk about Gyat. I've heard that. I think
is that like Jamaican slang?
Maybe because Kim Kardashian had some clip about Gyat. Like, because I think North said Gyat.
Yeah, she's Gen Alpha.
She's an Alpha. And so I think Kim, and let's just preface, I think it's 2008 is Gen. If you're born in 2008 and above is Gen Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Gen Z
Alpha is like
Gen Z is 97.
now.
Yeah, so Gen Z is 97 to 2008.
Okay.
Official, or like 95 to 2008, and Gen Alpha is 2008 and after.
Because now that sounds old. Now I'm like 95. Well, you're elderly. Ooh, now it's a Gen Alpha
you're
coming up.
30?
Oh, you're 30.
Are you 30?
How embarrassing.
Ew.
Do you
guys
even say Gyat?
I know. You guys are.
You guys are old and Delu.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
How does it feel to be old and Delu?
Yeah. Now Gen Alpha is like fully goated.
Philly goated. Like sus, but sus is Gen Z.
Yeah, I know. Well, some stuff trickles down,
Like
right?
goat-
But people still say cool, whatever. Like some slang just goes on forever.
Like goat is like they didn't. First of all, don't claim goat, dude.
Yeah.
That is like Gen X. Like don't fucking.
No, goat's been around.
Yeah, like you can't claim that as your generation.
No.
What
was good? What was the first thing that she said?
Can we
play just a
Good.
Sigma.
Bad.
Skibbity.
I mean, what, girl? What? But that doesn't have to do anything to do with anything.
Is that like a change? Sigma is, or the delta is change. Delta is change.
If that child hadn't just explained that, I would never know.
Yes, I heard Riz, but I thought Riz was Gen
Riz was
Z.
like flirting.
No, Riz is like charisma. You have like charisma.
Yeah, but like sexy, flirtatious charisma.
Okay, wait, can we play it? Can we do it one more time? Can we review this again?
Yeah, can we do a quiz?
Delusional.
Yeah, Delulu. Okay, Delulu, that's common.
Delulu, good job.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, yeah, have us guess. Okay, ready, go on?
Okay, go on.
Delulu.
Okay.
Romantic.
Stop.
Riz.
It's Riz, but that means charisma.
Yeah, it's more like Riz, like you're picking somebody up, like charismatic.
Yeah,
but it's in a
That's your
romantic
Riz up.
sense.
Yeah, I get it.
You riz them up.
I've heard
Riz.
Okay.
Not true.
Stop.
All right, not sure. You know this.
Cap.
One. Cap.
I thought it was like no cap. What does that
no
mean?
cap means like no bullshit.
Yeah.
So like cap
Cap's
means
like not true.
bull,
Yeah.
you're talking
People are like
shit.
that's cap. You're capping right now.
So cap. That's,
What is it short for?
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up if I say that again.
I'm not sure, but it's just
I don't
like
know.
Okay, we're not getting. That's like
is-
next deep dive.
Yeah.
Cap.
Keep going.
Greatest ever.
There you go.
Goat.
Yeah.
We know. We know. We know.
All right.
Booty.
All right.
Gyat.
Gyat.
Okay, we got it.
Have you
Okay.
heard this before, Andrew?
Yes. This
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
dating younger from his girlfriend.
Is it your 13-year-old girlfriend?
Yeah. No, it's just like you see like
Yeah.
people just say it now. It's like, oh, it's like the same with the Hawk Tuah. Someone's like,
Okay.
oh, I'm saying but.
Great.
I'm
Use
saying-
Gyat in a sentence.
I was like, damn, girl, that's a crazy Gyat.
You can't even say it
can't say
without
that.
choking on that
No,
word.
it's
Well,
right.
can I say something? She said Pookie. And another part of the Hawk Tuah girl was like, the guy asked her, what do you want to do? She's like, hi, Pookie. You can't say, Pookie is not your word either.
Wait a minute. Did I just figure something? Maybe you say like Gyat, like it's like Gyat damn.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That would make sense to us old people, but is that how it's actually said?
We need a Gen Alpha. You want to interview with Gen Alpha?
Yeah, can we have a child on the show, please?
All right, that was great.
That'd be actually pretty funny. Sketch.
Great job. Okay, you guys, we've had literally the best time with you. Please reach out to us if you're listening to this.
Yeah,
We
say
would love to know who
hi.
you are and say hi to you. And don't forget to maybe subscribe or follow, whatever you feel like doing. Rate us if you feel like it. That would be cool. We love you so much, and we're gonna see you next week.
Yeah, say hi. Thank you.